Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and finish our unit on factoring in a form of x squared plus bx plus c. I did not tell you guys this, x squared plus bx plus c, but if you guys, some of you guys may have caught it, but the coefficient of this x is 1. Okay, so we're basically, this is also called factoring, when factoring quadratic expressions when the coefficient of x is 1. Okay, coefficient of x is 1. Okay, so let's look at this example here. Let's say we have, give me a minute here, let's say that we have x squared plus 6x plus 8. X squared plus 6x plus 8 plus 6x plus 8. Okay, let's say we have this here and we want to factor this. Well, we automatically know that we're factoring this into the product of two binomial terms. Therefore, it looked like this, right? We have our two binomials multiplied times each other. But what goes in these binomials is where the challenge comes. Now, we automatically know since it's an x squared here, we know an x will go here and an x will go here, right? But what sign? Okay, now we can actually say we can actually know our signs, because look at these. Both of these signs are positive. They're positive. So that means it's going to be positive signs, both positive signs in here, based on the rule I told you in the previous video. Okay, but what number goes here and what number goes here? Well, let's figure that out. So it says here we want a number that'll multiply to 8, but also add to 6. So let's see. So let's list the factors of 8. So factors of 8. Okay, and then we need their sum. Let's put their sum over here. Their sum is equal to what? Because we're going to want them to do what? We're going to want them to add to 6. Okay, so the factors of 8. We have 1 and 8. Okay, and we have 2 and 4. That's really it. That's, we don't, because 1, 2, 3, no, 4 and 8, 4 and 2, yep. 5, 6, so okay, these are all the factors of 8. So let's go ahead and get their sums. 8 plus 1 is, that sum is equal to 9. But 2 plus 4, their sum is equal to 6. And isn't this what I want here? I want, because 2 times 4 will be equal to 8. And at the same time, what actually happens? 2 plus 4 will be equal to 6, right? So that's what I'm looking for. So that means 6 would go here. Like I said, when we're dealing with all positives, it doesn't matter which one goes where. We're just going to insert them. So let's say 6 will go here. 4 will go here, and then put 2 here. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and check this. Let's check this here. Oh, I'm sorry, some work from the last video. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this. So we have this here. Let's see. We have x. I'm not sure. We have x plus. I'm not sure why this pen is acting up. But we have x plus 4 times x plus 2. Well, if we FOIL this, we'll get x squared plus 2x plus 4x plus 8. Combine your like terms, you get x squared plus 6x plus 8. So this indeed is the factor form. This right here is the factor form of this expression here. So x plus 4 times x plus 2 is the factor form. So that works. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another one. You can do another problem here. Okay. All right. Let's say we have the expression x squared plus, well, actually, let's go ahead and change it. Let's go ahead and introduce some subtraction here. I think we got the hang of plus x squared minus 10x plus 16. Well, let's look here. We want it to multiply to 16, right? But at the same time, we wanted to add to 10. So let's put a 16 here because we want them the factors of 16, and that'll add to a sum of what? That'll add to a sum of 10, of actually negative 10. Okay, let's get started. If we take the factors of 16, which we have, that'll multiply to negative 16. Now, let me tell you something here. Since we want a negative number, we're actually going to have one of these factors. Okay, this is positive. So the product needs to be positive, but the sum needs to be negative. So product, positive, sum, negative. Okay, so that means the sum of these numbers needs to be negative. That means we're going to be dealing with two negative numbers because a negative times a negative gives me a positive. But a negative added to a negative will give me a negative. Okay, that's exactly why we're going to have two negative numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this problem here. Okay, so if we take the factors of 16, we'll have a negative 1 and 16 and a negative 16, and we'll have a negative 2 and a negative 8. Okay, well, are there any other factors? Let's see, 1, 2, okay, 2 and 8, no, 3 and anything, no. Well, we have 4 and 4, okay, let's go ahead and put those factors here. Let's take a minus 4, multiply it times a minus 4, okay. What else do we have? Let me take these commas out. What else do we have? Let's see, 5, 6, nope, 7, nope, 8, no. Well, yeah, we have 8 and 2, but we already wrote that there. Anything else? 9, no. 10, nope. 11, that won't work. 12, that won't work. So looks like we're really about done. 12, 13 won't work. 14 won't work. 15 or 16. 16 works with 1. Okay, so these are all the factors of 16. So let's go ahead and find their sum. Negative 1 plus negative 6, negative 1 plus negative 16 will give me a minus 17. Okay, negative 2 minus plus a negative 8 will give me a minus 10. Then minus 4 plus a minus 4 will give me a what? That'll give me a minus 8. Well, look here. I don't want that because I'm looking for a sum of negative 10, right? But I do want this here, and I don't want that. So it looks like we have a prize winner here. It looks like we have a prize winner. We can go ahead and take negative 2 and negative 8 because negative 2 times a minus 8 will give me a plus 16, and negative 2 plus a minus 8 will give me a negative 10. So ding, 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 ding. Like we said, this is what I want. This here is what I want. This is the star winner. Okay, so let's go ahead and insert these into our binomials here. Okay. So our binomials, you know, we're factoring like this here. So we'll have, of course, this is x squared first. We'll have x here and an x here. And since, well, now we haven't talked about this, but this is one minus sign. This is a plus sign. This is a minus. So anytime your b is minus and your c is plus, you know that these numbers need to multiply to give you a positive. So they need to multiply to give you a positive, but add to give you a negative. You know that they both need to be negative because a negative times a negative will give you a positive, but a negative plus a negative will give you a negative. So let's go ahead and take a minus 2, and we can just basically insert these two numbers down here. You know, we can insert these two numbers in here. It doesn't matter where you put them because so it'll be x minus 2 and then x minus 8. Okay. Now, since we've already done it with our signs, all we have to do is insert it. You know, now if you would have did it without the signs, if you would have just made them all, kept them all positive, that's when you would have had to really think about these signs and what they would be. But since you already put the signs on them, then all you have to do is just insert them in these parentheses in your two binomials. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and check that to see if it's right by FOIL method. So if FOIL works, it says that x minus 2 times x minus 8 is the factor of x squared minus 10x plus 16. Well, let's see if that's true. X times x gives me x squared. X times minus 8 gives me a minus 8x. Negative 2 times x will give me a minus 2x. Then minus 2 times a minus 8 will give me a plus 16. Combine my like terms, I get x squared minus 10x plus 16. and that is my answer. I mean, that is the same original expression that I had up here. So that must mean that this here is the factored form of my expression. Okay?